Hello, YouTube. Welcome to the FPL Lock-In, where every Saturday night we react to Saturday's games. It's not been a great game week for myself so far. Volume of, can you hear that, lads? Oh, that's okay. So I've not had a great Saturday, but somebody here has. Darius, how are you doing, my friend? I've called this stream. The D-Unit called it.
Suitable stream. Let's be fair. Like we all know that there's one reason why the people tune in. They tune in to watch the sheep fail miserably, and they want to watch the bloke that goes differently against the crowd roar it in and ride that bandwagon. And I tell you what, Trig is starting to look over his shoulder. He already looks like he's got that look in his eye. You can see him on the stream at the moment. He looks worried. He looks concerned, and he knows he's 31 points all out. Maybe it's 33. I can't remember. We looked at it on my stream before, and we know that the D-Unit is cooking him. I might double his points this week. And in Gary's team, we all know how well that went. I can't wait to ask Kanji about dirty 2-point Dom that was dirty 0-point Dom. But I tell you what, everyone's here to hear it, folks, and we're going to live it up tonight. We are.
You are even off the bottom of the podcast league for the first time this season, Darius. Well, certainly since we started looking at it. Greg, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, absolutely fantastic.
One man saved your game week, hasn't he?
No, it bloody did not. Nothing could save my game week. Not even Sanchez. Not even Sanchez could save my game week. At least he tried, unlike the other 10 pricks in the team.
And Kanji joining us.
Where's Verts? Didn't Trig have Verts?
I was tossing up between Verts and Rice, so I got Rice in the end. I'm still pleased I got Rice. I think long term, it's a better move, especially as I'm going to have to get rid of Saka probably.
And joining us is the last minute edition. Kanji, how you doing, mate?
Hello. I'm doing all right. I just moved into my place in Kingston, so apologies in advance if the audio or visuals aren't that great.
No, it looks great, mate. It looks great. Thank you to your neighbour as well for sharing the Wi-Fi.
Exactly. Shout out to them.
I just want to shout out. I'm in a very good mood, not because of FPL, but my best mate who's been very ill the last couple of weeks is really better today. So I want to shout out Woody, Mike. Good to have you back, mate. Good to have you back. Awesome. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a look through the games, have a look at how we're getting on so far, have a look at the players coming out us tomorrow. Maybe our early thoughts on next game week, and our thoughts on the games tomorrow. Before I do that, we'll say hello to people in the chat, which I always forget to at the start of this stream. I to Tommy, Dirty Dom, Pink Blob, either Clapton, China, Zykel, good to see you, mate. Rinder, I'm 1974, China 1000, Daniel Cooper, Jack, Boojo Man, Repent Master, who else? George, Rod Taff, lots of people in early tonight. Harry Dawson, Claire, Kevy, Lee, Coochie. I'm going to go on forever if I keep going down. Chris Woodstock, Andrew Griffith, and Banjos and the Witch. So I've got before we start, Darius, I'm going to say something. We were going to show a couple of clips on of your stream today, but I decided not to because of potential copyright issues. But could your streams, would it be fair to say they could just be called Bashing Gary's Team rather than a watch along? You seem to spend quite a bit of time focusing on my team, mate.
Well, the thing was, you came on early, and basically Gary came on the stream of the Man United one and basically said Gabriel has been injured. I mean, if only Gabriel had been injured, I would have got Verts' 10 points as captain. I would have been even happier than I am now. But alas, it worked out all right. And the fact that Gary came on, he was crowing. He thought he was going to get some Haaland returns. And then when Haaland was taken off, we're like, see you, Gary. Where's Gary? Gary in the chat. Anyone seen Gary? He literally went missing. And then we looked at Trig's team and thought, oh, Trig's gone missing as well. Sheep captain alert. Where's the sheep button? Gary, press it. Essentially, it was the week where anti-sheep was the key ingredient. If you were a sheep, you failed miserably this weekend. If you were not a sheep, you won, and you won big. That's the key ingredient.
Keep forgetting, gets too slow on my sound effects there. Two sound effects there. Yeah, well, shall we get into it, lads? Shall we get into it? So, I mean, very pleased you, Man United, obviously being a Man United sport, Darius. Man United 2, Man City 0. And Burmo back with a bang from AFCON with a goal, as well as Dorgu. Fernandes and Cunha with the assist. Obviously, Cunha had an assist wiped off as well. Who scored that one? I'm trying to remember.
That was Mason Mount. Mason Mount would have got the third goal.
Mason Mount, that's right, yeah. Then bonus points for 3 to Dorgu, 2 to Fernandes, 1 to Mbermo. Defensive contributions for Fernandes, Martinez, Kushanov. Sounds like the name of a Russian assault rifle. And Rodrigo. Yeah, lads. I mean, Darius, we'll come to you first as the Man United fan. I mean, Fernandes is gonna be back in everyone's team again, isn't he?
He's rising in price tonight by him. Like even if they're playing Arsenal, and I get that he'll probably blank against Arsenal, but I mean, he played in the 10 and still got the DC. And he got more DC in the number 10 role than he did in midfield. It was a bizarre game, and he was elite. Like Fernandes in the 10 is literally a world-class player. And it's after watching that game today, it's just hard to believe that Mainu never got a chance in the midfield. Like he didn't get one start this season under Amarin. He started tonight and literally bossed City off the pitch.
Didn't he have a really good looking goal disallowed as well? I don't know. I mean, the goal, I saw it on X. Like it looked like a pretty good finish. Yeah,
I watched the Mason Mount goal back, and Cunha looks onside. I don't know who's offside in that game. They never showed the lines being drawn. It was just ruled out, and I was like, for what? Like I'm assuming Cunha was the one that was offside, but he looked on to the naked eye. He looked on. Either way, I don't really care. 2-0, happy days.
Yeah. Trig, did you see this one, mate? And we both sold Cunha, didn't we? I sold him for Enzo. Any regret in that? I mean,
no. I mean, he came on, didn't he? He didn't even start, so he came on.
Did he not start?
Did well, actually. He could have. No, he came off the bench. So came on in the second half, and he did well. You know, he got an assist. He should have had another assist, so it would have been quite a few points for him, probably, wouldn't it? So, but with the fixtures, I mean, I think it was the right time to get rid of him, really. So I'm more worried about the Man City players, to be honest. Another poor display. Shirky didn't start either. And then he came on for Foden. So I've got both of them. So I've got 45 minutes from each one. And if it wasn't for the fact they were playing Wolves next week, they would be going straight away. But I'll probably give them a Wolves game. But we shall see what happens.
I'm just going to read out a comment I got on X earlier. Someone who regularly watches Jack Burns. About 29 teams in the PubCast League have Dorgu. 28 of them have him on the bench. This game is evil, but I started him. So well done to Jack Roberts there. Kanji, is Foden to Bruno the most obvious move in FPL this season?
Yeah, that is. It's such an obvious move. I think Bruno is the best premium in the game. A lot of managers have been saying this since game week 1, and some people maybe didn't own him in the first half of the season, but surely, given Palmer's injury history and Saka's not nailed X minutes, Bruno and Salah being too expensive, Bruno is just such a lock. The question is are you going to go tonight? Because that's when Foden is falling, and Bruno's probably going to rise tonight or tomorrow, whatever the price rises are. Bruno, it doesn't make a difference to me, but if you want to do it and your team is close in team value, you might have to go tonight. So is it worth it, or do we wait for more information? Should we wait till the Wolves game is over? What do you guys think?
I'm going to hold to Wolves, but I've got enough money. I've got about 2 million in the bank now. Darius, I'm assuming you've probably already made the move during the 10 minutes between us.
No, I haven't yet, but I'm probably going to. He's apparently came off with a hand injury. That's why he came off at halftime, not because of a tactical. Someone pointed out in my stream afterwards. Yeah. So to be honest, he's gone. I said the same reason why I sold Ekitike last week for Thiago last week was because of the fact that I'm holding for one good fixture. Why am I holding? This season, we've learned that if a player's not in form, if a team's not in form, what have we learned from Liverpool? Look at their last 4 games, Kanji. The easiest fixtures in the world, they haven't won one of them. They've been so shit. And like 32-point Dom, let's be fair. I mean, like, Trig with another amazing differential pick. It got exactly what it deserved.
I thought we're still on the Man United game.
Yeah, hold it until we get to the
Yeah.
but lads, we shouldn't move on until we talk about Haaland, should we? Trig, do you want to give a word on him and also your thoughts on Foden?
Yeah, I'll probably hold Foden another week. I didn't know about the injury, so I'll see what happens. I mean, it could be beneficial. It might mean he misses the Champions League game and is back for the Wolves game. But I think an important consideration for this week is not knee-jerking on one set of results. So, I mean, people can go tonight if they want, but I mean, there's a full set of Champions League games midweek. So I'm quite happy if people want to use transfers on the same, before the game week's even finished. But I certainly won't be. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
What about Haaland, Trig?
Haaland, rubbish. But then again, what am I going to do about it? And the answer is nothing. So I'm just going to have to hope he improves. I'm not going to jump off him. Not yet. I'm not going to
Captain next week. Captain?
Yeah, obviously against Wolves, yeah.
I will be as well.
Of course I will be.
We'll be at the back.
But he has looked rubbish.
Are you not concerned that Marmoush is back and he'll start Marmoush and bench Haaland? Are you not concerned about that next week?
There's not a lot I can do about it. I mean, I was concerned about Sanchez today, but I didn't go out and sell him, and he got me 11 points. So, after seeing all the keepers haul last week, Sanchez doing nothing, then he's rubbish. So I just don't knee-jerk, basically. So it's bad. So I've got a whole week to mull it all over and take our time.
I see FPL Nightmares
going on.
I see FPL Nightmares in the chat. I'm going to star your comments, which I now have the ability to do, Andrew. So when we get onto your team later, we can I will bring them up. All right, should we move on, lads? To anything else you want to say about these games? I mean,
I think like Haaland has been blanking, and I think this week we've seen a lot of the content creators move to Enzo. Right, a lot of them. I know we'll touch on Chelsea, but like I'm just discussing it here because it's about captaincy, right? Haaland is in your team, so you can own two of him because he's the best player in the game, right? He's supposed to have the highest ceiling, right? But he doesn't get def cons. He has been blanking. His XGI per 90 has been pretty low. I'm not saying I'm going to sell him, but surely the opportunity to go against him from a captaincy perspective is there. And Darius is probably a week or two too early, but he is already delivered for him. No, Gabriel's already delivered. I mean, in the double game week, I'm going to definitely be on Gabriel captain, right? Like just based on Saka being rested and maybe even getting early subs, like little things like that. That's an obvious situation there. But with everyone moving to Enzo, they've kind of put themselves in a box to like, unless they're going to move from Saka to Palmer, they're not going to be able to have the Palmer there for captaincy, right?
But I think that is completely viable now. I mean, he's not starting two games often when they, over Christmas we saw it, didn't we? Saka, when they had 2 games in a week, didn't start. I think he might have started one of the two, once he started 2 games, but I think he's missed out like 3 of the other times now. I mean, he's not going to have a double game. He's going to have a game and a half. I'm thinking they're going to Palmer. It's not
even a debate in terms of the captaincy in the double game week. Everybody will be on Gabriel. So, people aren't going to captain Saka because he's not going to start both matches. So everybody are captain Gabriel. So you don't have to worry about that. You don't
Captain
really
Rice.
think you're being differential. No, everyone are captain Gabriel.
Like just to play the the opposite of it, like there's a Wigan game or a Wrexham game, some W team in between the 2 projected games for Arsenal in the double game week, and it's an FA Cup or a League Cup game. Apologies, I'm not a local, I'm not from the UK. Apologies, I'm getting these teams wrong or cups wrong. But there's a cup game from a team that's not in this Premier League in between 2 Premier League games. So if I'm Arteta, I'm playing Saka in the 2 Premier League games. I mean, that's just logical. So I think he will start both.
Is there quite a big gap between the games?
Good point.
I'm not sure.
Well, it'll probably be one at the weekend, maybe 2 midweek ones, I guess.
It's all projected, right? Yeah, same. But I think he's gonna get 2 starts in the double, Saka.
Yeah. I still think for ownership wise, it's going to be Gabriel. All right, we move on to Chelsea 2, Brentford 0. Palmer and João Pedro the goals. Enzo, who's my who's my transfer in this week, and Delap with the assists. Sanchez obviously got a massive load of points, 2 save points. He also got max bonus, 2 bonus to Gal Pedro, 1 to James. Defensive contributions for Tosin, Caicedo, Palmer.
Wait, Fofana's on 9? Didn't he get subbed on at like halftime or something?
Yeah, Palmer's got his DEFCONs.
I know, and Caliber, and then Damsgaard and Yarmolik for Brentford. Trig, you watched this one, mate. What were your thoughts? I know you didn't think much of Palmer or Enzo, did you?
Yeah, I watched all of this match. It's very interesting. First half, a setup with Enzo was quite deep alongside Caicedo with Palmer in the 10. João Pedro, he does this. He was like this at the start of the season. You know, he's all keen and excited and like he was in the Club World Cup. But in a few weeks, he'll be back to his sulky self, I expect. But he took a great goal and somehow Enzo got an assist for it. But Enzo really did nothing in the first half. They weren't great. And in the second half, they switched it around. Brentford were the best team in this game. They were really, really good, Brentford, and gave Chelsea a lot of trouble. In the second half, they were going to, you could see that Brentford were going to equalise. So Rossignol made a proactive switch after about 56 minutes, brought on Sanchez for Garnacho, and put Enzo in the 10 and put Palmer in his favourite position on the right. And they got another goal. So they went 2-0 up. But then Brentford was swarming all over them, absolutely all over them. Goodness knows how Sanchez kept a clean sheet.
Did Thiago get a chance?
Bombardment, I tell you, it's worse than the Blitz. The last 10 minutes, like fucking missiles coming in, fucking all sorts. It was constant. If it wasn't corners, it was long throws. 3-2 rockets, Messerschmitts, and they're all over them, peeps. Absolutely all over them. I don't know how they kept a clean sheet.
Did Thiago
you look at the XG, and I think Brentford are probably higher on XG, even Chelsea probably would have been. But if you're thinking of getting Palmer, I mean, he did get a penalty, didn't he? And he scored against the mighty Callagher with his penalty. So, you know, I mean, I'm not really interested in Palmer as such, but if Saka's going to keep being this crap, then it's going to be a case of doing it because he's no worse than Saka. Do you know what I mean? I mean, he can't get any worse than Saka at the moment. Although Saka should have had a couple of goals, or at least one. But, yeah, Chelsea, good win now. Good management by Rossignol, but Brentford looking a very good team as well. Sade should have scored.
What would you do?
Quiet.
What would you do if you're in someone like my situation, Trig, where you have to get rid of Saka in order to get Rice in?
Yeah, then you can go Palmer. I think if you've got another route to Bruno as well, like you can do Foden to Bruno and get Palmer in. But again, we still don't know. I don't think it's answered all the questions regarding Palmer. We still don't know how he's going to be managed, although he did play 90 in this game, which is quite encouraging. And he got DEFCONs, so he's obviously working hard. So it's a bit of a plus, I think, in the Palmer column, this game. You know, but it's not definitive yet because we just don't know whether he's going to play in the easy matches or not, do we? We still don't know whether he's going to be managed. So we'll just have to wait and see. They've got important Champions League games and everything. So.
Yeah, so if, like, look, we've had this situation with Palmer last year. Like, you guys were in the Conference League, I forgot, or was it Europa League, one of them, and then he wasn't even in the squad for those, like, group stage games. And he only started playing, like, the most important ones at the end, right? So Palmer's basically been like a spoiled brat. That's how I would put him. And he's kind of in the same ballpark here, where he missed the league game against the League Cup game against Arsenal, and he's playing in the Premier League. He'll play in the Champions League. And if he was actually injury prone, he would have been subbed off at like 60 minutes, or he would have like why does it make any sense for him to play 90 and Enzo to come off before him and JP to come off before him? That doesn't make any sense.
They didn't have anyone else really to play on that right hand side, I think.
Oh,
He
was
was,
like was he injured or something? Was he suspended?
they'd made all the subs and stuff. They had to use all their subs to try and stop Brentford scoring.
Yeah, no, I understand that. But like, Palmer's your star player. He's your most important player in your whole team. If he is like hobbling through injuries or whatever, your first priority should be to protect him. So I don't know. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say what is like. It's hard for me to say. Oh, is Palmer injured? How injured is he? How much is he gonna be managed? No one knows. Like realistically, only the coach will know. Maybe only the training staff will know. But what I do know is that he picked up the DEFCONs because he played the entire game. He picked up a pen and 90 minutes. I'm looking to keep Palmer for the rest of the season. That's genuinely I think. All I want is 75 minutes a game on average.
Yep. But that's what you said about Szoboszlai. You're keeping him for the entire season.
I plan to do the same with that as well. So like we can touch on that when we get there.
But, no, it's looking good. I will say it is looking more positive for Palmer than it was before this game. So it's a tick in the right direction for
But this
Palmer.
isn't the first one because like realistically, it was 2 games ago or the game before where he played 90. Like this isn't the first 90, right?
Yeah, and can we trust the new manager what he says? You know, he says he's going to manage him, but is he, an Arteta type who's just going to say the opposite of what he does? Do you know what I mean?
Well, we've got a few games to find out, haven't we, before game week 24?
Yeah.
So,
but what's nice is that the points have come before the good fixtures. So people that have gone early, like me, have been rewarded, and like that is such a key thing. Because if he had blanked and then he got all the points in 24, I would gain nothing on the field if everybody went there. But I'm hoping there's a world that we live in that people will look to avoid him.
Darius, did you have anything to say on the Chelsea game before we move on to the next one? Man?
Honestly, the only regret I've got this week is that I didn't realize how lucky Chelsea are in terms of keeping clean sheets, because I obviously benched Sanchez for Bart Simpson, and I'm not expecting that to go well. I did say in my stream, my deadline stream, I'm going to bench some big points this week, and I don't know who it's for. I did not expect it to be Sanchez. So, I mean, I feel like
Thiago have many chances, mate.
No,
Sade
had the big chances. Sade should have,
really?
instead of passing, he should have shot I think it was like 5-10 minutes in, and then the second time he got it, and yeah, he should have had a brace. Sade should have had a brace. On another day, Sade had a brace in that game, and Sanchez and Chalobah are both blanking. But I've still got Chalobah's points, so I'm pretty happy about it. But I feel like Chelsea were very lucky they came away with a clean sheet in this game.
They always are. They always are, Darius. So you look at their stats for defending, and it's terrible. I don't know. Honestly, I've got no idea how they kept that clean sheet.
Okay, let's move on to
it's funny you're saying that to Darius, because like Man United have done that for years. They keep a fluky clean sheet when they don't deserve it, So Chelsea fans saying that's a United fan.
We deserved it tonight, Kanji. We deserved it. That clean sheet tonight was well deserved. City offered nothing. They offered nothing.
Bro, that performance from Bruno was a masterclass. Like I wish I had gone to go see it live. Like that's how good the performance was.
Okay, let's move on to Leeds Fulham. I mean, I guess we won't probably spend too long on this one, but Leeds with a goal. How do you say that name? Nmecha? And with the goal, Ampadu with the assist. Maybe I'm getting better at this pronouncing names, Lark. Bonus points for Justin 3, Ampadu 2, Ketcha 2, and then defensive contributions for how do I say that on Kuneka? That's it, isn't it? Harrison's that's it.
Anderson's on 9. Wow. Interesting.
That's unfortunate. Anderson 2-pointer. Hello, how you going?
Where's Anderson? Oh yeah, he did. I mean, I'm glad because I benched him.
On 9. Maybe this week we'll get find one to add on for him.
Any thoughts on this one, lads? I can't think of too much. I mean, you had Wilson who is it Wilson? Yeah, Wilson who got. You expecting more from him, Darius?
Yeah. Well, to be honest, yeah, I was. I wasn't expecting a yellow card, but at least he got subbed with a clean sheet point. So 2 points. I mean, compared to a lot of other midfielders this week, it was par for the course. So yeah, it is what it is. You're going to have some blanks in your team every week anyway, and this week it was Wilson. But yeah, Fulham were disappointing in this game. I thought they'd offer more, but they were they were poor. I was watching the entire game, and to be honest, I thought it was going to finish 0-0. And the fact that Leeds won it at the end, I mean, that's the stuff of legend. But I love to see an Anderson 2-pointer for all those people that bought him. So I'm not going to complain. Just happy days.
Was it right at the end? Was it?
Right at the end, 91st minute, Trig. 91st minute, clean sheet,
I
light
wasn't
out.
watching. I would have been annoyed with Anderson in my team.
Yeah. I know you go on about analytics, but isn't he one of Solio's boys, Trig? He's been doing all right, hasn't he?
I think he might be. He's one of the ones they put in there for. Yeah, I guess he scored a goal, hasn't he? I don't know why he's in there because he costs like 5.5 million or something, doesn't he? Whereas you can just get a Mane for like 4.5. So, but yeah, it does seem to like him. The algorithm on there.
Kanji, any thoughts on this game before we move on, mate?
Yeah, I just think those Leeds are just a good team. Like that's genuinely it. And same with Fulham as well. Like it was a close game, and we just have to kind of group all of these teams together. I think the difference between these Fulhams and like the Leeds isn't that big. Like we shouldn't be that surprised that it's 1-0 to Leeds. Like it's in a realm of possibilities, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move on to Liverpool Burnley. So Wirtz with the goal, Jones with the assist for Burnley, Edwards with the goal, Florentino with the assist. Of course, so unfortunate for his brave owners like me and Kanji. Szoboszlai missed the penalty. What a great game week. What a different game week it would have been if he'd have slotted it away. Bonus points, Wirtz 3, Edwards 2, Dubravka 1. That's interesting.
Virtual 11. Wow.
Yeah, and then defense contributions, Florentino, Perez, Humphreys, Uku, Kuna, Zebi. I think that's it. I'll come to you first as our Liverpool fan, Candy.
Bro, your pronunciation always makes me laugh, bro.
Lack of pronunciations.
Yeah, it's hilarious. So this game in general, I think Nick has been saying this for weeks, and people that are Liverpool fans that I know, like FPL Kratos, FPL Meerkat, they've been saying this in the group chats, and I've been in denial. I think after today's performance at home, like I think Slot he's got to go. Like his time is up. Like you give him enough credit in the bank because he won the Premier League last year and he did it such a canter, but we've been underwhelming all season long. And this game was nothing different. Like, of course, we had the penalty. We should have buried it. From an XG perspective, because of that, it's going to look like we should have won the game. And honestly, Szoboszlai should have put it away, but he didn't. And we just didn't create enough from open play. And like that has been the issue for Liverpool all season. We're not creating enough. And like people, it's funny how FPL is, right? Haaland goes first, and the main differential captain was Ekitike. And boy, like he had some moments, like I think he had like 2 shots, one of them on target. He could have had another one, but again, it's just there's always these little issues, and like it just didn't work out. So people that were on Ekitike captain or own him, you know, they didn't really get any payoff, and like they're still losing. Those Ekitike owners are still losing to Thiago because they got nothing.
50% effective ownership. Must have been a lot of captains, mustn't there?
For Ekitike.
Yeah.
It would have been a lot.
Yeah. So, and like
the
analytics community, like the pure analytics community, like the people that just follow review and models or whatever they're using, they're heavy on Szoboszlai. And those guys were just completely destroyed because like they've been holding for this week and he just let us down in the worst possible way. So yeah.
I've titled the stream.
The D-Unit called it. What did I tell you? I told you. I called it. I called it a long time ago, but the D-Unit called it, and that's all you need to know.
Darius, come on. You've been desperate to get on the Szoboszlai. Give me and Candy your worst.
All I can say, well, I said it midweek when Trig gave me his differential, dirty 0-point Dom as his differential. I was like, this is going to finish last.
Oh, you did,
It's actually going to finish last. Like it was inevitable. As soon as Trig picked him as his differential, I was like, I don't know if Trig is doing this to wind me up so I can go on another rant about dirty 2-point Dom. Do you know what was really funny? So like I was looking at these stats, which is just insane when you think about it. So I'm just going to pull this up. So Szoboszlai, right? So everyone bought him in. Amazing run, apparently. So like the amazing run, which was Wolves, Leeds, Fulham, Arsenal, Burnley, he's combined for 8 points. 8 points over the last 5 weeks, which I actually worked it out. It's actually worse than 2-point Dom. It's about dirty 1.75 point Dom Szoboszlai. Like, you know what the funny thing is? When I saw the penalty given, I was like, that is the softest penalty I've ever seen given in my life. I mean, like, I was like, they obviously VAR just have dirty 2-point Dom in their teams, and
it's not Liverpool, it's Liverpool, you know?
Yeah, legit. I was like, Liverpool literally just pulled one out of the iron here. And then when he lined up, I was like, God, I bet you he misses this just to prove the D-Unit right. And then he hit the bar. And I was like, going, how you going? How you going, Gary? How's that transferring?
Craig, let's move on to somebody sensible. What did you think of Wirtz? Because you got rid of him, didn't you? I know Darius. I think Darius was the only one who had him. Do you reckon
he's the best player in the team? He's the best player in the team at the moment.
Mm.
I think I've ended 3 times this season now. I wasn't going to. Yeah, maybe I should have got him back. I mean, he could do well against Bournemouth as well. But he's finally growing into the team, isn't he? But Salah's back next week, of course, so it could all change again.
What are their
and I think they're going to have to play Salah now, aren't they? Because, but I mean, I think Kanji's a bit hard on himself there because, like, they had 11 shots on target compared with 1 for Burnley. They had I think their XG was about 3 goals. So, you know, it's surprising they haven't won that game, to be fair. But
it's just the theme of the season, though. Like you said it before me, right? And
they need to get Xavi Alonso in, or whatever his name is, from the one they just sacked from Madrid. Get him in. He used to play for Liverpool, didn't he? So Slot's not working. He's had a look. We're in the second half of the season now, and they're just not improving, are they?
No, we're not.
Question for Kanji and Gary. So obviously you guys have a dirty 0-point Dom on your fields, I believe. Both of you got him on the field?
Yeah.
My vice captain. Oh, can we shout out Andrew's mate?
Trig.
Yeah.
Trig. Oh, Trig, I want you to ask the question. Go in the Solio forums and ask Trout whether he still believes in dirty 0-point Dom. Like, just on behalf of the D-Unit who's anti-analytics, can you ask him just to explain his faith in captaining him? I would love to know his answer. I hope he would take it the right way, but I feel like, yeah, I'd love to.
You know what's crazy about Szoboszlai? I think he had like 1.4 XGI in the game. So like, even if you take the pen out, like, he still should have returned. Like, ridiculous. Anyway.
Sometimes there's bad picks, Kanji, and unfortunately in FPL dirty 2-point Dom, there's a reason why he's only got 3 attacking returns in 22 game weeks, because he's crap. And you guys
like,
both go for it.
When he like went up to go take the pen, I was like, he's burying this for sure. I didn't even watch, but I know how much this goal means for FPL, because like it's like a 1% differential, right? And then when he missed, I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna catch so much flack for this. But like, he's such a good ball striker. Like, his accuracy and power is like elite. Like forget it, bro.
Are you selling him? Are you selling him this week? That's the key question.
I'm going to sell him in the next couple of weeks. Because I need to get. I've given up on him, Kanji. The D-Unit got it right.
I think everyone will that has him except for me. Like, I was there before, and then I'm going to be there after, I think.
Which means he's probably going to get a hat trick as soon as I sell him. Because you're catching up with me in 3rd place in the league. Kanji, after this game. All right, let's move on to Spurs West Ham. So Spurs 1, West Ham 2. Goals for Romero, who me and Nightmare almost captained in our joint captaincy dance thing. Anyway, we didn't. And then Pedro Pro with assist. Goals for West Ham from Somerville and Wilson. Assist for Fernandez. Bonus points for Somerville 3. Wilson 2, Fernandez 1. Defensive contributions: Romero, Van der Ven, Fernandez, Souček, Mavropanos, Bowen again. He gets so many, doesn't he? Wan-Bissaka and Ebo. Darius, did you watch this one, mate? Did you have your eyes on this one? Well, you had to go as all, didn't you? But
Yeah, I watched most of the important parts of this game, and
Well, you've got
Bowen
one
was
as well,
so
haven't you?
close to scoring a goal. Like he was so. He got, I mean, there was a lot of offside goals tonight that weren't by offside by a lot, and Bowen unfortunately fell victim to one of them. But at least he's returning. Got more points than Ekatike, more points than DCL unit, and people are selling Bowen, and I just don't understand why. He 3 points is better than 2 the last time I checked.
yeah.
Also,
Wait,
Rob T graphics in the bin. Everyone always knows. I always complain about Rob T graphics, right? He is never correct. Did he predict 2 West Ham goals? The answer is no. Did he predict 1 Spurs goal? The answer is I don't know. But did the D unit predict West Ham 2, Spurs 1? You better bloody believe he did. And he's showing Rob T to be the incorrect bozo that obviously he is every single week, ladies and gentlemen.
Can I just make a shout out? I don't usually do this on the lock-in, but we're 5 subscribers away to hitting 2,000 subscribers. So if you do watch, please hit that subscribe button. It'd be lovely to hit 2,000 by the end of the stream. Kanji, do you have any thoughts on this game or Trig?
Yeah, just like 2 things. Did Paqueta play? I don't actually know.
No, he didn't.
He didn't.
No,
he
he's
wasn't
injured,
even in the
isn't he?
squad. Interesting.
He's
Okay,
going
that's
to
it.
Brazil, I think, isn't he? Going back to Brazil.
And then that would mean that Bowen gets some pen share potentially. Maybe.
Who knows? I don't know about the new strikers, whether they take penalties or not.
I mean, he's already like Bowen is the West Ham anyway. But like this is just like look, like I know Thiago is there, right? But Bowen has roots to points now. Like, look, this is the second time in like a few weeks he's hit DEFCON. And if you add pens to him, like maybe we get into next year and he's still a forward. Like I might consider him, but this year
He's done nothing for months.
Are they even going to be in the Prem next year? What am I saying? Anyways,
He's done nothing for months, Kanji.
yeah,
You
no,
can start
but
playing
still-
EFL, EFPL or whatever you call it.
Yeah, whatever.
League
Yeah,
One.
you know what, bro? Get Bowen out of here, man. He's too. I hope he leaves to a different club. Honestly, I really hope he does because like it would nice. He's such a good player, just in such a bad team. And then there's a guy on Spurs, Pedro Porro. He didn't have any DEFCONs, but I just kind of look at him like when Spurs drop out of the Champions League because I think they're in the Champions League, right? Eventually, when that happens, if there's a good fixture run for Tottenham, I will want to bring him in. That's pretty much all I know.
Trig, any thoughts on this one, mate, before we move on to the next game?
Well, Wilson, I thought Wilson had been let go.
What, in January?
Still at the club. Yeah, I thought they
He's
were
done
letting
right.
him go over the winter break.
Okay, he's done all right, hasn't he? I mean, when he's played. So,
If they start winning, it's going to put a bit of fear into those teams just above them, isn't it? There's a bit of a gap at the moment, but if they start winning games, it's going to be all on. We don't know who's going to get relegated then.
it's only 2 weeks ago they lost 3-0 to Wolves, isn't it? It's very difficult to predict.
Wolves are quite good there at the moment.
Okay,
If
let's
they
move
keep winning
on.
as well, then it's going to shake a few teams up. Bournemouth will be looking over their shoulder soon.
Be a good relegation battle, possibly outside of.
Yeah,
it could be a good relegation battle. Yeah.
there was a good comment in the chat, and they were saying like, look at the state of FPL when there's like these DEFCON strikers outscoring Ekatike and Haaland. Crazy.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on to
It's
Sunderland.
Forest that are just above them. They're the next in line.
Okay, let's move on to Sunderland,
5
Crystal
point
Palace.
difference.
2-1 Sunderland, goals from Lefay. He's another analytics favourite, isn't he? And Brody, assist for Siddiqui and Mukalele. Goals from Crystal Palace, Jeremy, and assist for Hughes. Bonus points, 3 to Brody, 2 to Lefay, and 1 to Jeremy. Defensive contributions, Ballard, he always seems to get defensive contributions, doesn't he? Ukulele, and also Richards, who I sold ages ago. And Lerma. Any thoughts on this one, lads? Sunderland, they keep going. They keep, what's the word? Churning out the results, don't they? Darius, you see this one?
Yeah, I was watching the whole game. I actually thought this game, of all the games this game week, I thought this would be the most boring, and it was not boring. Sunderland and Crystal Palace both came to play. It could have been a lot more than 2-1. It could have been a lot more goals for both teams. There was a cracking game of football. And Mukiele just showing why he is probably the best under 4.5 million pick defender in the game. If he's not getting DC, he's getting an assist, or he's keeping a clean sheet. In this game, he got the DC and he got the assist, and 6 points, even though he didn't keep the clean sheet. So, I mean, that's pretty good, and that's with a yellow card as well. So, like, Mukiele's just been a star. He's been so good.
He's part of Nightmare's dream rotation, isn't he, with Bruno Gameres that he was talking about on the podcast.
Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense.
Then he benched him. Sorry, Andrew. Craig, what do you think? Are you worried? Do you start Lacroix? I benched him, but Crystal Palace keep clean sheets sometimes, but they're not consistent, are they?
Yeah, I started Lacroix. I mean, I'm more surprised he didn't get DEFCONs than anything else. I mean, I wasn't really expecting a clean sheet particularly, but he didn't even get DEFCONs. And I thought with Gahey out that he would be getting more DEFCONs, but I'm not sure why he didn't get very many. He normally gets them, but yeah, Palace have got to be a bit of a worry now. They know the manager's going. They often are bad in the second half of the season as well. They're always on the beach early. And, if the manager's going and the best players are going, there's not much motivation there for them, is there? So I'm a little bit concerned about having Lacroix in my side. Bigger fish to fry at the moment, I think.
Yeah. Would you say, Kanji, we should be concentrating? Because I'm the same as Trig. I've got Hall and Lacroix. I don't really think I need, but do you think we've got to be concentrating those moves on the midfielders at the minute? With
100%, yeah. Like, we don't have enough moves. Like, we don't have enough transfers. Like, why would we waste them in defense? Like, one key thing to think about is, like, Liverpool, right? They dominated the XG battle. I think we only conceded 0.3 XG, but we conceded the goal. So if you're spending your transfer targeting defenders, like if you're moving to Kirkes and you're moving to whatever, like you're not gaining anything. And you have somebody like Chelsea conceded 1.7 or 1.6 XG and they keep a clean sheet. Right. So it's like, okay, should we really waste my transfers in defense? I don't think so. I'd rather chase like the Palmer, Saka, Szoboszlai, Wirtz, Ekitike. Like I want to spend my transfers there.
Yeah. Okay. Should we move on to the final game? Which
wait. Just 1 second. Like Richards actually hit DEFCON in the first half. I didn't watch the game.
Really?
I don't know how that happened, but that was a really interesting thing to think about. He also picked up a yellow card, and I think he also finished on 2 points. So there's nothing to write home about. But it's just interesting that maybe like he's going to become more important to the team, right? Because Gahey's gone, so his minutes are going to be more nilled. But like realistically, they were already nilled before. Just something to consider. And thankfully he's only 4.4, not 5.2, whatever.
Yeah, I wish I'd kept him instead of Lacroix because it's cheap running. Okay, let's move on to probably maybe the most significant match in FPL today, which was Forest Arsenal, at least on paper, the most important game. It's a 0-0, bonus points, sells with 3, very tight. Saliba with 2, and then Morello and Gabriel sharing the 1. Defensive contributions, Anderson, of course. Morello seems to be getting back into his swing of his defensive contributions after the early season when me and Trig had him. And none for Arsenal, which is a bit of a surprise. Trig, I'll come to you first for this one, mate. What did you think? I mean, who have you got? Because you bought Rice in this week, didn't you?
Yes, I've got Rice and Saka and Gabriel. And Saka didn't start. They started well, Arsenal. I mean, they're very unlucky not to go ahead. Like Martinelli should have scored early on for sure. And in the second half, Saka came on. They looked a lot better when Saka came on, I must say. He did improve a lot. And he was very unlucky not to score. And he could have also had an assist for Rice, who scuffed his shot a little bit. But I guess most people wouldn't be too happy with this. So a lot of people have got 2 Arsenal defenders, so I guess they're not too upset about it, but bit of a nothing sort of a game, really. Arsenal are starting to choke, aren't they? Starting to choke. You can see it.
It's unfortunate that City couldn't capitalize, right? Like, imagine if they had like won today, and Arsenal end up resting Saka and they drop points, like how the league table would look. But I think maybe this is my own crazy idea, but maybe because Arteta saw City lose, he decided to bench Saka. I know that sounds like a crazy idea, but that's actually what I believe. Yeah, they deservedly drop points. Like, it is what it is. You're benching your best player. This is what happens.
Well, he played a significant part though, and they still didn't score, did they? But I don't think you can really blame Madueke though, because they had their best chances, I think, in that first half, especially the first 20, 25 minutes. But I suppose you've got to give some credit to Forrest. Anderson was fantastic today. I mean, I was wishing I'd started him. I mean, he got 5 points, I think, didn't he? Because he got a clean sheet and DEFCONs. But he was doing a lot of set pieces and stuff as well. He was very good. Quality player.
He's actually cooked points every week. Like, he's basically 4 points every single week. Like, wow. Like, holy. Why didn't I just own him as my midfield enabler? Like, frig. Why am I messing around with Szoboszlai? Oh, goodness.
I mean, the bad thing with him is we haven't had many clean sheet points from him. But, he got one today. But a lot of people benched him today, I think, because it was Arsenal. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know why I've got people like Cherky when I can just play blooming Anderson every week, really.
If you were on wildcard, let's say this week, right? And you're thinking, I'm going to keep my Arsenal players for the rest of the year. I think they're going to be, they're going to win the league. Which are the 3 Arsenal that you'd go for?
Rice.
Probably Timber, Rice.
Gabriel Timber.
Gabriel.
Yeah, that's what I go for. Well, I'm even thinking about moving Saka out to get to Rice because, lads,
Maybe
I'm just going
Calafiori.
to say, I'm going to try this, so this would be a bit random. Bit of music. No, that's not the right thing. That's not the right. We've hit 2,000 subscribers, so thank you, everyone. I was trying to get a nice bit of music to dance around to, but thanks, everyone. That means a lot.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. I've even got a set volume. Listen to this. Feeding the ducks.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad, actually. Okay.
Probably just lost all the subscribers now.
You gotta unsubscribe.
That's the kind of shitty music you play when you've had a game week where you're only scoring 35 points, I reckon.
Oh, look at him trying to rain on my parade. Darius, we'll come to you then, my friend. Captain Gabriel, you must be happy.
Well, to be honest, it was pretty much a no-brainer. I mean, like, any idiot that captains in the early kickoff should be aware that pain's coming. Like, how many times do we see the obvious captain in the early kickoff do crickets? And I said it. I was like, I'm superstitious. Haaland could have been playing bloody relegated Leicester City from last season. I still wouldn't have captained him in the early kickoff. Like, it doesn't take a genius to work out that some players, it's fraught with danger. You captain the early kickoff, you're stressing about the rest of the weekend. What's the worst that can happen? Haaland scores a brace. Okay, well, your player just needs to score 13 points. It's quite possible. You can live in hope. It's better to sit there and live in hope than sit there with 2 points and go, oh, shit, man, my game week is fucked. And I feel like that's what most people thought about today. All the Haaland sheep, protecting rank, never got anyone anywhere. Attacking rank is where the points are, ladies and gentlemen. And today it's been a masterclass in not defending and attacking.
So I'm being distracted by something there.
No worries. It's nice to see that Timber started in the left and then Ben White actually started at right back. So maybe when Calafiori's back, maybe Timber's minutes are not going to be nailed moving forward. But there's something to consider, like, because that could make the ideal 3 Saka, Rice, and Gabriel, right? Gabriel's the lock. You could even include Raya in there as well. Like, Yeah, there's a lot to really consider. Like, I just think, like, at the moment, like, Gabriel is he's amazing. Like, if you don't own him, like, I just take a hit to bring him in and just move on with your life. Like, if you have a choice to go against him and you've been punished weekly, like, enough is enough. Like, just bring him in. But yeah, like, just keep an eye on Timber's minutes.
Okay. Any other thoughts on these games, lads, before we get on to look at how we got on individually?
Oh, yo, Rice only outscored Saka by 2 points. And I know that's like, I'm saying only, and like Rice is cheaper, but Rice got all the minutes. So a 2-point loss, I'll take it. Like, I'm like, if they had got, bro, that guy, what's his name? That right back, what's his name? Oba Aina. Bro, why was that not a pen? Bro, he literally was like dribbling the ball with his hands on the touchline. Like, he kept the ball in the box using his hand, and they didn't give a pen. And I'm sitting there like, oh my God, I have Saka. Saka's going to take the pen. Joker's not on the pitch. And of course, no pen, bro. Stupid season, bro.
Interesting stat for you all. So Haaland is now down to 7.5 points per game. Gabriel is now on 7.4 points per game this season. Now, I feel like, and Gary might be able to talk about this because he's the psychology expert. I feel like people are more inclined to captain Haaland because of the fact he costs 15.1 million.
I don't think it's that. I heard you say it on your stream. It's effective ownership. It's fear. It's not to do with money.
But that's a psychology thing, isn't it? Fear.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It is. Yeah.
Yeah. That's my point. I was like going, people are scared of getting burnt. And like, trust me, I've been burnt this season. I've done it. It's not worked a few of the times. In fairness, though, of late, I haven't lost a Haaland captain for about 6 weeks. So like, it's shown that if you put a bit of thought into it, you don't just follow the sheep mentality. You don't follow the herd mentality. You can be rewarded. And I feel like that is something that people need to be really thinking about.
Yeah. And there are people out there like that who looked at this week and they said, Liverpool have Burnley, right? Haaland has Man United. Maybe they're a United fan like D-Unit. And they're like, okay, I know Haaland has a good record, but I don't want to, I think United are better this year than in previous years. So I don't want to captain Haaland here. And, you know, if they went with Wirtz has been the most informed player. I think he's won like 6 man of the match awards in a row, something ridiculous. Like, he scored every single game. So, like, I'm sure there's somebody out there, at least one person in the chat that has Wirtz captain and is sitting there like laughing and like they are agreeing with D-Unit. So, and like there is somebody that Nick talks about in his videos. I think it's FPL Wag. She's like gone without Haaland and climbed up his content creator mini league like massively. And I don't know who she's been captaining. I haven't followed her journey or his journey that well. But like there are routes to go against captaincy, and I am going to be one of those guys. Like Palmer is going to be my guy. I really hope he gets some good minutes.
I think Haaland has been poor for what? It's not just this game. He's been 4 or 5 out of the last 5 or 6. I mean, the crowd are going to start turning against him, I think. Do you reckon, Trig? I mean, it's effective ownership this week. He's still 100, still 180 this week. He's effective. We'll look in a while.
There are a few people. I mean, I think I said, didn't I, on the show the other day that if you're at 1 million rank or more now, you should start looking at taking him out because
yeah, you did, Tim.
You know, because he hasn't done anything for weeks. He did this last season a little bit, didn't he? So he's not even looking like he's going to get points. At least Saka looks like he's going to get points, but Haaland's not.
There's this Egyptian player. I think he scored in like every game in AFCON. Yeah, maybe he could be somebody we consider. I don't know.
Missed the penalty tonight.
He's scoring every game.
He missed the penalty tonight.
Oh, just I like this captain, Cregan, Captain Verse. Well done, mate. Well done. Okay, let's move on and have a look at our teams. So bottom of the pile of the people who are on. Actually, no, I don't think I'm better. The bottom. Well, no, the people who are on is me. I'm on 27, 175k. So it's a red arrow of. I mean, if you listened to Darius' stream earlier on, you'd think I'd, gone like to 1 million, but I like him. But it is a bad game week so far. Kelleher 1, Gabriel 7, Timber 5, Hall still to play, Enzo 6, Tavernier still to play, Sabozlai with 0, Foden and Saka with 1, Thiago 2, Haaland 1, and at least I didn't bench boost Trig because I've got well, Dubravka actually's got 5, and then Lacroix and Anderson with 1 and 2. So my transfer in this week was Enzo Tacunya, which is fine. You know that. I mean, going forward, I'm much more happy with him in my team. But yeah, it's a pretty meh game week. But you know, as I've been saying, ladies and gentlemen, Tavernier, the next Messi, he's going to get a hat trick on Monday night, and everything's going to be good. Everything's going to be good. Kanji, I'll bring you in because you might agree with me. Tavernier, he's the best player of all time, isn't he?
Bro, he's like I said this about Szoboszlai, but I think with Tavernier, you have something that's interesting. You have a guy that takes direct free kicks. He takes pens. People will say Cooper Jr. has some pen share, but Tavernier took the last pen and scored it. And then you have something that's playing 90s. He actually has hit DEFCONs like 3 times. I mean, I only expect him to hit it once in the next 10 weeks. And he fits the late wildcard strategy very well because you want to wildcard late when you have maximum information. And because Bournemouth's fixtures are good from like 20, I know they have Liverpool, but after that, it's like good all the way till 31. That's like you can hold him all the way. So like, and he's so cheap. And Clivert's injured because now he has like a knee injury. He had the surgery. Like, bro, he's an excellent FPL pick. When he gets the points, how many points he'll get, I don't know. But he's gonna get 4 points a game from now until like when we wildcard in 32. So great pick.
He's so cheap, isn't he? So cheap. Darius, I'm sure you want to shit on my team.
I just listened to Kanji talk about Tavernier, and there's
the great Tavernier, the great Tavernier, we'll call him nowadays.
Yeah, Kanji. And I feel like I did let him off a little bit light before, but I'm going to go to town now. So Kanji, how many weeks have you owned Szoboszlai for? Like 32 Dom. How long have you owned him?
Bro, I've owned him since before the last Man City game. I don't even remember what. It must be a game week 9 or 10, maybe 7 or 8. I don't know.
Have you worked out how many points per week you've got from Dirty?
Bro, I don't want to look. Like, to be honest, I don't want to look.
Yeah, I feel like, to be fair to the analytics people, to be fair to the people that pay their memberships for FPL Review, to our Solio Analytics, etc., Tavernier will probably outperform Dirty 2 Dom. Tavernier might be Tavernier, Dirty 3 Tavernier. Like that might be the difference.
He got an assist last week.
Literally the only difference. People relying on pen share, and Trig, you'll back me up on this. Solio and Review believe that there will be a penalty in every single game.
That's true. That's true. That's
literally what they believe, and people are basing decisions of stupidity. Please tell me I'm wrong. If that's not
Tavernier. Tavernier, right? He's been in that Bournemouth team for like a year, 2 years, whenever. He's been doing exactly what he does now the whole time, taking set pieces, doing what he does, and he's been ignored by everybody. Suddenly he's at the top of Review, and now half the game buys him, and he's essential, just like Szoboszlai was essential last week. And he's just another Szoboszlai. He might get the occasional assist, but you can say that about 100 players in the game. You know, Granit Xhaka, all those players get DEFCONs, probably going to get more points than him. Are anyone getting them in? No. And the only reason they're all getting Tavernier is because of some vague notion he might get a penalty at some stage. And even on Solio, if you look at the numbers, the actual component of the penalties is actually quite low. But it's the only reason they're bringing him in, because it's the algorithms like him. And they're making exactly this. I couldn't help but laugh at Dollimore, or whatever his name is, was talking yesterday on his one. He was saying what a disaster Anderson had been. Szoboszlai had been in his team. And then he goes, I think I'll buy Tavernier this week. And it just made me laugh. He's just like repeating the exact same mistake that he made last few weeks ago with Szoboszlai. And, I mean, these people don't watch football. They don't watch football. Else it wouldn't be buying half the players that they do. And
I agree.
It's a shame. It's a shame.
Yeah, well, I know Darius watches football because I think Tavernier dunked a free kick against his team. So,
Kanji, do you watch football? Kanji, do you watch football?
Of course, bro. I watched like basically every game when I had time.
Why have you held dirty 0-point Dom for about 10 weeks then and expected something to change in the last 10 weeks? Because like I really struggle to understand the pick. And I just want you to explain to the viewers why you were so confident on it when we all know that we knew when Liverpool won a penalty, it was inevitably going to miss. Because it was written in the stars. You could write it out from like, you know, when something's scripted, dirty 2-point Dom missing a penalty was 100% scripted by the FPL god.
Yeah, it was.
We're not talking about Spurs, we're talking about Tavernier. 4 goals, 3 assists, tons of DEFCONs, bonus points 8. Now on penalties, 5 point. What is he?
That doesn't sound so bad.
5 million.
It's a lot better than Sabozlai.
If you take out the Man United game, it looks a lot worse for Tavernier.
And the other thing is, right, all these people have been urging caution on Chelsea assets because of the uncertainty. But we don't know how Bournemouth are going to be without Semenyo. It's a huge loss to that team. It hasn't stopped everyone rushing out to buy Tavernier. I guess they think he's just going to replace Semenyo all of a sudden. But completely different player. I mean, that's going to be a huge loss to Bournemouth and a huge loss to Man City. You saw today how shit they were with Semenyo in their team. But, you know, he is going to be a loss to Bournemouth, isn't he?
100%.
I'm going to move on to your team, mate.
I don't know why people are going there. You look at the league table and they could be relegated. You're like buying a relegation player from a relegation team when you buy.
It's like Iriola's system is very much like a basketball, football, right? Like it's back and forth style of play. Like I'm not a big fan of Senesi, but even Senesi, he has roots to points, right? Like Senesi has DEFCONs, he gets GAs. Like he maybe will get 1 clean sheet in the next few. Like, but like that's what makes Tavernier so good because all the set pieces, it's a back and forth game. Yeah.
Okay, so Trig's team, he's on 100,000, which I think is a great. Yeah, it's great now, isn't it? Sanchez, his hero with 11. He was putting in the group chat this week. He was going to sell him, I do believe. Gabriel 7, Laqual 1, Virgil 2, Anderson 2, Kirky 1, Foden 1, Saka 1, Rice 3. Oh, you're all out. Haaland 4, Thiago 2.
Shit week.
But Sanchez has got to be a main man, Trig. I mean, he's saved you from an absolute. Talk us through it, mate. I'm going to go and powder my nose.
Yeah, and apologies to anyone who watched my video earlier because I did a look, they'll disappear when I come on when I finally got a chance to speak.
It's all good.
But yeah, I did a video earlier and I rushed it because I had to come on here, and the sound of the football match is actually on the video, and I didn't realize it was, so I just saw it and deleted that video. So I'll be doing another one later. But yeah, Sanchez, I mean, we didn't even know he was going to start, did we? I mean, he was awful the other day. But today, he was absolutely superb. And if it wasn't for him, it would be an absolute disaster because, I mean, look at the rest of them, absolutely hopeless. And I'm not the only one. I mean, there are people, I was looking through the Content Creator League, and there are quite a lot worse off than I am that are also all out. I mean, this is a green hour at the moment, but it won't be after tomorrow. If somebody like Rodgers gets a goal or Tavernier, mind you, he's only 2% owned overall, but there are some quite high owned players. There's only 2% of idiots that have got Tavernier, and they all are the ones that use review, basically, aren't they? So casuals have got more sense, which is why they've probably had a better game week than everybody here this week. Like Darius is a casual. That's why he's done well. So, yeah.
It's casual smoke Trig last season, folks. The casual smoke Trig last season.
So, Nick, like, let's ask you some questions, some tough questions about your team, right? So you have your triple Arsenal. Are you going to stay steady with them? Or are you looking
I'm not sure. I'm going to wait and see on Palmer now and Saka. Because Saka's getting increasingly annoying. I mean, my plan is to do Foden to Fernandes and Shirky to Enzo. But this isn't this week. This is after the Wolves game. So then I've got Rice, Saka, Fernandes and Enzo. But I mean, I've got lots of transfers, so I could also do Saka to Parma if I wanted to, but I'm not yet convinced about Parma.
Okay. Let me
But,
ask you about, so you mentioned Turkey. Like Turkey, there's Enzo, right? That maybe there's Sabazla, you're not going to go there. Would you go down to an Anderson maybe? If you want to maybe go
I've already
Palmer,
got
like,
Anderson. He's on my bench.
oh wow.
He's got double Anderson. Kanji, wake up, mate. Look at the screen.
So you benched points as well. That damn, that's unlucky. So what about Van Dijk? Van Dijk has been very poor.
Yeah,
Like
he's
they're probably
going.
gonna
He's going. So that's why I was thinking maybe I should get rid of Saka, because then I can do Van Dijk to Calafiori or Timber for my third Arsenal player. And then I could get Palmer if I wanted then. But I was going to keep Saka, but he's annoyed me today by not starting. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting him to be benched in the Champions League because they're so well clear in the Champions League. It would have made more sense to bench him there, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. I wonder if
But
you could do
obviously,
Saka.
Madueke is getting significant minutes, so Saka's becoming a problem, even though he was very dangerous when he came on.
I wonder if you could do Saka to Palmer and Virgil to Timber, like just logically. Like it kind of makes sense. You're locking in what are the three best
Yeah, I
Arsenal,
could do
but-
that in game week 24. I'll have 4 free transfers then.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've
'Cause, like,
kind of
you-
got
like
those sort of
church-
plans.
Because Turkey, like I would look at the team like Turkey, Foden, Saka, Virgil. If you clean those 4, the rest of it is amazing. So
Yeah, no, they'll be going probably. Most of those will. It's just a question of whether Saka goes or not. I'll see how we get on next week. It'll be his last chance next week.
So are
How
you
many
going to
transfers
keep
you got now,
Foden
Trig?
and
Hmm?
How
Are
many
you gonna-
chances you've got a few saved up, haven't you?
What was that, Kanji?
are you going to
somebody?
keep Foden in Turkey for the Wolves game? I mean, you bought them.
Yeah,
with
for
that
this
fixture in
week.
mind,
For
but-
this week I am, yeah.
Yeah, it makes
I'm
sense.
not making any transfers this week.
Bro, the Bruno temptation is there though, because like
Well, not for me. I don't get tempted. I'm just going to wait until game week 24 and do it.
it's just the minutes, bro. Like when Foden got the halftime sub, I'm like, wow, like he's done. Like get out of here. Like that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. I mean, there's a good chance 1 or 2 of them don't even play against Wolves, so you just don't know, do you? But I'm going
Yeah.
to keep them.
You got
anyway.
both, and surely one of them's gonna get like 10 points next week. So yeah.
Well,
How many
doubt it.
transfers? How many transfers you got, Trick?
3, I think.
What's the plan with old mate last on the bench there?
Gooey.
Yeah, Gooey.
Gooey can stay. Oh, actually, I can't get Enzo and Palmer, can I? Because I've got Gooey.
That's why I
So-
asked. What's the plan with old
Yeah,
mate on
yeah.
the bench?
I mean, Palmer's not really in my plans. I mean, he did nothing today really to suggest that he's actually that good at the moment. Any better than Enzo Fernandez, or maybe João Pedro actually, or Delap might be a better option if I get rid of Gooey. Yeah, so maybe I tell you what, it could be a good idea to get rid of Saka and get Enzo for him, and then actually get another striker for Gooey. That might be an option. I was thinking of Šeško, but he didn't even play today, did he?
I wouldn't go Šeško. I feel like
No.
Carrick. I feel like Carrick wants the gig. I feel like we're going to not see too much of Šeško over the coming weeks unless it's an easy team. Virgil van Dijk. I just want to ask a question for the chat more than anything else. Are you the
Virgil van
skeleton
Dijk.
on the bench waiting for the 15-point bullet header off the bench?
Right?
Are you that skeleton in that meme that's waiting for the Virgil bullet header
I am.
on the wooden bench?
I wasn't going to sell him before Burnley, but he is going to go in the next 2 weeks. I'll probably give him Bournemouth. I won't keep a clean sheet there probably, but I'll give him the Bournemouth game. If they put as much effort in as they did against, who was it they got a clean sheet against last week? Somebody good.
Arsenal, because Arsenal
Yeah.
don't do anything. They can't even score against Forest to a 17th because they're bottling.
Yeah, true.
They're bottling the league, but Man City can't take advantage.
But yeah, so the trouble is you can't even get Delap, can you really? Because João Pedro's there as well. It's very difficult. Very difficult.
Okay, let's move on to Kanji's team. I think Kanji's next in the list. Yep. So Kanji is on 37 points. Look at that, Kanji, right up, just 5 points behind me now in third. It's a very good week for Kanji so far. Well, I say that week rank of 4 million, but Sanchez 11, Hall still to play, Gabriel 7, Richards 2, Szoboszlai 0, Foden, Saka 1, Palmer 9, Tavernier still to play, the golden boy of FPL, and then Haaland 4 and Thiago 2. Pretty happy with it, mate, so far?
I actually love this team. I think it's a very simple move. I have money for Foden to Bruno, and I pretty much in penalty FC, except for Szoboszlai. So Szoboszlai has been the one that's broken my heart. Like, I love the player. He just killed me. That goal would have meant everything. But like, I've taken too many. I took 3 hits in the last 3 weeks. I was 300k, and I lost point. I sold Verts for a hit because I thought he was going to get injured, and that was wrong. Or I thought he was going to be benched or something because if Gakpo was fit. I forgot what the exact reason was, but I moved him to Kudus, and I ended up moving Kudus to Palmer. At least Palmer returned, so I'm not really hurt that much by Verts, but really, like, damn, like I still feel like I could have had Verts' points, and I could have had 4 points in the bank for not taking a hit. But we're looking at where my team now is now. I also took it, for example, I took a hit for Raya de Sanchez. Sanchez got me 13 points. Raya's gotten 12 in the last 2, so I haven't gained there either. But Chelsea's fixtures are amazing in the next 4, so next 5. So I just expect points from these guys. So like, and the interesting thing with Sanchez is like he gets the saves, he gets the bonus, bro. He's literally such a good pick, and like it unlocks Timber, which is what like or Rice, which is like the best third Arsenal. So yeah, like I need to. That's the thing to consider. Like Rice in for Szoboszlai and then Foden to Bruno, or is it
gonna be
like
Rice.
Hall to Timber and then Foden to Bruno? So like one of them is going to be the combination I need to figure out. But I actually don't even know if I'm going to do Foden to Bruno. I could even go this week. Like I'm a big fan of X minutes. Like I value minutes more than anyone, which is why Szoboszlai is going to be in my team. Like Enzo was subbed off early. So that doesn't happen to Szoboszlai. Even when Salah was there, it's not going to happen to him. So like that's I might just sell Foden to Bruno like today. Like I might just do it.
In 2 weeks, everybody's going to have the same team.
Well, you're not going to have Tavernier. I don't think D-Unit's having Tavernier.
Well, I mean, yeah, the 5th midfielder would be different, but everyone's going to have like the same Arsenal, Bruno, and.
Well, I won't have the same Arsenal as you. Like what makes my structure so nice is like you're not going to. Most teams are not going to have Bruno, Saka, and Palmer from a team value perspective, and whichever one has the lowest EO becomes the best differential in the game, and I'm going to own them. And I love that. That's why I love my team. Because like most people are in your position, Nick. Like they have to sell Saka to Palmer. Most people, or unless they find money to upgrade Foden to Palmer, right? And then you want Bruno as well. So
the other thing is, like towards this end of the season, Trig, and you'll know this, teams do become similar, don't it? Because we're heading in towards double blank season. You know what I mean?
It is. It's all converging. You can see it's happening, isn't it, already? But, yeah, this team here looks reasonable. I mean, I've had Sanchez since game week 1, and he hasn't always been a fantastic pick, Kanji, I can tell you. He's been sent off. I've had got a few 1-pointers from him.
You had an assist as well. You've had
goals. Lots of games he doesn't get any save points at all. And but he's had he's actually quite high up, I think, in the keepers, isn't he? Have you got the keepers there, Gary?
5th.
Yeah. If you
to me, it highlights why you don't bother changing the keeper, because there have been a number of times over the season where I've really wanted to get rid of him. And a lot of people, like I think Nightmare's changed keeper about 3 or 4 times, hasn't he? People went to Pope and then they go to this, they go to that. Just buy one and just keep them because they're all pretty much the same. Kelleher did really good last week.
Kelleher's been the luckiest pick in the game. This guy's had 2 pen saves. Like,
leave us, Kelleher, and leave owners alone.
Bro, come on, 2 pen saves, 2 clean sheets, full bonus in both. Like, come on, like that's lucky. Like it is what it is. Like, Sanchez was lucky to keep the clean and the bonus here too. But like, yeah.
Yeah,
Cole
I mean,
Palmer,
really,
though, showed,
Sanchez should have had 2 points today. Sanchez.
agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Any other
But Cole
world, he's
Palmer
got
showed
2.
Kelleher's shit. He's not a good penalty taker. You just got to hit a good penalty. That's the problem. Strand Larson passed it to him. And old mate Lafee, I don't know what he was thinking, but he was smoking some weed or something when he took that penalty, because the slow motion shot that he had, any idiot could have saved that. You could have dived and got back up on your feet and still saved it.
Yeah, I know. So, like, I'm annoyed. Like, when I look at my team, I've lost points from Sobozlai to Elliot Anderson. I've lost points to Lafee. Like, I'm really annoyed at those ones. And I've lost points from my goalkeeper spot to Kelleher. Those 2 picks. Anyways, whatever. I'm on a good week, so let's move on.
Let's let him in to have his piece. So Darius
You're on a good week. You got 17 points. Oh no, 37. Is that 37?
That's Roberto on 17. We'll have a look at him in a minute. So Darius is off the bottom of the pile, and we'll have a look at Nightmare's team after we look at Darius's. He's on 50 points. He's got Verbruggen still to play. Gabriel captain 14. Mukalele 6. Caliban. Oh, you have really done well, mate. Caliban 9. Verts 10.
Verts.
Yeah, Bruno Gamara is still to play. Foden 1. Rice 3. Wilson 2. Bowen 3. Haaland to GameWeek Wanker 1 million, up to 1.4 million in the world, which I know is a season high, isn't it, Darius? Talk us through it, man.
It's the D-Unit's week. I mean, this is what you get, folks. This is what you get. Occasionally, you'll get shit weeks. I've had shit weeks. I've had shit weeks most of the season, to be fair. I've just not had a hell of a lot of luck. But, like, there are some things I've called beautifully this season. 1, Liverpool is shit. Salah's been shit. Dirty 2-point Dom has lived up to the D-Unit's hype. He's actually averaged, since I called him Dirty 2-point Dom, he's going under 2 points per game. Like, I'll just let that sink in. The analytics mob, the people that don't actually watch the football, Gary openly admits he does not watch the football, and he just went with Dirty 2-point Dom. I mean, I don't know why Trig picked him as his differential, probably because he was, I don't know, maybe he pulled his groin again at the physio and just thought that, you know, had a bit of a tweak and thought, Dirty 2-point Dom, 0-point Dom. Thanks, Trig. How you going? Essentially, the best thing about it is, like, I sit there and I look at this, and I look at my team and I go, you know what? People doubted the Wilson pick. People said Wilson shit. He's not on penalty share. But guess what? He scored 2 more points than Dirty 0-point Dom this week. You better believe it, baby. Like, legit, you couldn't make this shit up even if you tried. And then let's get to the captaincy. Like, maybe my season has been defined by a couple of things. 1, I went differential captain too early in the piece. Now it's starting to come home to roost. I feel like if I'd left it an extra 5 weeks, I probably am really high up in the ranks. But sadly, I went a bit too early, trying to be a bit too clever, outfought myself. Now it's starting to come home. The other thing that's killed me is obviously my chips. Like, I got bench boost 4 points in the first half of the season, triple captain 2 points. That's actually the reason why I'm at the rank I'm at. Not anything else. Like, my picks in general have been pretty good. Like, Verts 10 points, Chalobah 9, Mukiele 6. I mean, like, I pick good players, and look at the bench. Sanchez 11 points on the bench. I mean, that's it. Yes, I'm on 50 points. I'm on a massive green arrow. I'm still annoyed because, like, I actually out-psyched myself from the double Chelsea defense, like, in the last 24 hours. Originally, I had Sanchez and Chalobah. You know why Trig's gone fishing, folks? I can tell you why Trig's gone fishing. Trig's sitting there at the top. He's on 1,301 points. He's on 35 points all out for the week. You want to know why Trig's gone fishing? Because the D-Unit's got Bruno Guimaraes with 13 points coming tomorrow. He's got Verbruggen 15 points with a penalty save and a clean sheet on Monday Night Football coming. And D-Unit's going to be right up Trig's ass as Trig starts playing defensive FPL like the D-Unit called it about bloody 2 weeks ago.
So, like, I was looking at your team value, right? Your team value is at 105, maybe 106 plus. Like, it's unreal, right? So, like, with your team value, like, from game week 19 till game week 38, you should be able to outscore everyone because you have like the premium version of everyone, right?
Yeah, exactly. Kanji, there's a reason like I play this way. Last season, it didn't come in. I obviously went Haaland when he came back from injury. It didn't pay off. He just stunk up the gaff when he came back. But this season, I feel like at some point, and like that's what I'm basing all my strategy off. Like team value, Trig doesn't rate team value. He's been sold down to Solio Analytics payroll, and he's up there up the wazoo. But he's literally sitting there.
That was brilliant, Trig. That was brilliant.
He is panicking at the moment because he's like, shit, man, I've got Mark Guiu last on my bench. D-Unit's got Jared Bowen. Like, that's the difference in team value between our teams. Trig's relying on fuck all on the bench. D-Unit's going, all right, Jared Bowen, you're up, baby. What you got? Like, that's going to be the difference later on in the season. When we come to the double game weeks, Trig's pondering around for a 4 million option because he can't afford anyone else. The D-Unit's shopping around for, all right, 7 million. What?
There we go. I've muted him, Trig. What do you think of this lucky game week, Trig, from the D-Unit?
To me, it looks fairly template. When I look at that, they are all pretty template options, aren't they, in that team? There's nobody there that you'd think, wow, look at that, fantastic. No one else has got him. Because lots of people have got Wilson and Bruno G and Mukiele, Verbruggen. It's just no different from any other team. He's just got the this week he's got the combination that actually got some points. Most week it's us that gets the points and him. I mean, you bring the overall up, he's still right down the bottom. So he talks a good game, and he has a few good game weeks. But you know, we'll see if he catches up. I'm hoping he does keep Bowen because Bowen's had like 1 goal in 19 games or something, hasn't he?
DC contributions, baby.
He's not the bottom anymore. Nightmare is.
Oh,
wow.
Is he? Trig, I'm coming, baby. The D-Unit's coming. The D-Unit's coming. Can you feel the heat?
Shall we go on to have a look?
Wait. Let me ask him a question. Like, so D-Unit, you've been a big Phil Foden fan. Like before it was popular to have Phil Foden, you have Phil Foden, right? You're just cutting ties, right? It's over?
Yep.
No.
See you later.
So
I love you,
Bruno's in, or Bruno or Palmer? Which one?
Palmer. Mate, have you watched Chelsea?
Yeah.
I mean, Palmer's doing nothing outside of penalties. Like, I want to buy Palmer. What? I mean, I know you love penalty share, Kanji. That's the reason why there's dirty 0-point Dom in your team and Taverniers in your team and Haaland's in your team and who the fuck else have you got in your team? So you probably got some other penalty taker in there, but like, I don't give a shit who's on penalties. You've got to win a penalty in order to score a penalty. And in your case, Kanji, dirty 0-point Dom will tell you that even though you get a penalty does not mean you score the goal. Like,
yeah. Tell me if you want me to mute.
Fair play. No, it's actually fine. Like, I asked a simple question.
Tell me what
McAllister will get the next one, won't he? If he's on the pitch, McAllister probably get the next penalty.
On this question, what do you think Foden? What do you think happened?
Back anyway.
What do you think's happened to Foden? Kanji, I'll ask you, mate. Because he was brilliant for ages, and then he's just gone.
Look, Foden is the type of guy that gets like little amounts of XG overperforms, but like he got into a period where like he was taking some of the chances away from Haaland, so he was getting slightly higher XG chances, and he was overperforming. And now it's like, okay, Foden is like now a minutes risk potentially because they have Turkey and Semenyo and Doku, and like they're not all going to play, right? And then now it's like maybe his confidence is low. I don't exactly know, but like the chances haven't been falling to him either. Like at City haven't even been playing that great, to be honest. So like, I don't know. It's just like a mix of different issues. Like Foden was in our team because like he had nailed minutes and he's an extra overperformer and we trust Man City, right? But I don't think those things exist anymore.
Okay, can we get on to Nightmare's team? So he's not bottom of the pile this week. To be fair, Roberto is bottom of the pile, but he's on 31 -8, so 23 points. He's got Henderson 2, Timber 5, Gabriel captain 14, Hall, Bruno Guimaraes, and Garner still to play. Foden 1, Rice 3, Haaland 2, Thiago 2, Ekateke 2. So let me bring up quickly his comments here. Or did he send you something I saw in the chat. Darius
Yeah.
explaining his. Do you want to go through it rather than me bringing his comments up?
Originally, I remember someone brought it up, and when Gary came on the stream, was like, "Oh, D-Unit's off the bottom." I was like, "How?" I was like, "Nightmare's got the same captain as me. Like we're both on the Gabriel bandwagon."
Yeah.
And then when I brought it up, I was like, "What? He took a -8?" I was like, "He joined the deadline stream and did not mention he was taking a -8." And then I looked at his team and I was like, "Oh dear." I was like, "This is not a week for a -8."
Let me put this one comment up. Darius, he says, "Feel like Darius was so disappointed in my transfer, and like I have let the great man down. There's a plan, but it's hard to see in the moment. Betting my entire season on it working." So what was his plan, Darius?
To be fair, Nightmare's been talking about it for a number of weeks, so he's looking to go to a back four. And when I looked at what he sent me, I was like, it makes a lot more sense. When I looked at it firsthand, I was like, this is horrendous. I was like, why has he done this? It makes no sense. But now that I've seen what his plan is, I'm like, oh, I can get on board. His other move is obviously Foden to Fernandes, and that's it. That's the only transfer he needs to make between now and when he wild cards. And when I look at his team, I go, yeah, he's probably correct. He's got Tarkowski, he's got Mukiele, he's got Hall, Gabriel, Timber. He's literally can play a back four every single week out of those defenders and be quite confident in returns. He's got the Rice, which you need, Bruno Fernandes and Bruno G, arguably both very good picks. And then he's literally going to be playing the worst out of Ghana, Haaland, Thiago, Ekitike every week. And I feel like that's actually not a bad strategy, to be fair. So I can actually see where he's going with it. Would I have done a -8 this week to do that? Potentially. Well, I wouldn't have done it because, but in fairness, he captained Gabriel, so he might actually end up with more points than Trig because he's still got 3 players to play, and Trig finished on 35 and Nightmare's on 31, even with a -8. So again, it just goes to show you shouldn't be afraid of taking hits if they make sense. Now, I didn't think that made sense, but looking at it now, knowing what Nightmare sent me in a private message before, it makes a lot of sense to me. And he's got the 3 Arsenal players is what I want. He's got Timber, he's got Gabriel, he's got Rice. Those are the 3 you want. And I think that's what most people will probably work towards.
But he's not got Szoboszlai. That's the fatal error in his plan.
He
Craig,
doesn't have Szoboszlai, Gary. What are you looking at?
I'm joking. He doesn't have Szoboszlai, mate. Craig, what do you reckon of Nightmare's plan there, mate?
Yeah, it looks pretty good, doesn't it? I mean, like I said, everyone's going the same way really now, aren't they? He'll be getting rid of his Newcastle players, bringing in Bruno Fernandes. I think he was going to get Bruno in tonight, wasn't he? He was thinking of it. I've just been reading about Foden. Pep didn't seem to know if Foden had broken his hand or not. So there is a possibility he has got a broken hand. If he has, then he's going to be out. It'd be best for everybody, wouldn't it, if Foden's actually injured? It'd be best for everybody. Make life so much easier.
Not really. Everyone's going to go to Bruno. Everyone will go to Bruno Fernandes for Foden, I would imagine.
Yeah. Well, I will too. But I mean, it's just that Wolves game dangling in front of us. I mean, should I just do it and get rid of him?
Bro, United were amazing today, by the way. Oh my God. Cannot say that enough. They were really good.
Yeah. Do you reckon Carrick's got the job full time?
That's a D-Unit question. I don't know.
We're a fickle bunch, Man United fans. It's hard to believe in not Scholes. It's Carrick. I just heard that at the end of the game. I was like, you know what? If he goes to Arsenal and beat him, people will, Rio Ferdinand will be declaring we're back and just give him a 10-year contract. I know what Rio's like. He'll be on his YouTube channel going, give him the contract, write out the numbers, just do it. He was the same with Ollie. And this is the problem. The Glazers know that Man United fans are like this. We just want wins. We want wins. We love our old heroes. Michael Carrick's an old hero. He actually has never lost the game managing Manchester United. So his first time around, he won 2. I think he won 2 games, drew 1. Bench Ronaldo against Chelsea off the top of my head. this might be stretching my memory a little bit. He's come back, played Man City, schooled Pep on his first outing. How you going, Pep? Pep's stressing. He's like, can Gahi join already so I can play him in central defense? Like, the honest answer is, what I saw tonight, I wouldn't be surprised if Bruno Fernandes returns against Arsenal next weekend. Like, I actually would not be surprised at all.
Wait, so wait. This is a perfect spot. I actually need to make a transfer. One of Timber or Bruno Fernandes are coming in. Like, I'm literally buying for that game. So my question to you guys, I want to hear everyone's answer. Do you think Man United are going to score?
Yes. Based on what we saw today. Trig?
Who knows? Be a different sort of game against Arsenal, won't it? It'd be pretty tight, I think.
Are they home or away?
It's away. It's away. Man United go to Arsenal. It's at the Emirates.
They won't get that space like they got against City. I mean, City have been looking rubbish for a while, really. They're not the same team they were a couple of years ago, are they?
If Arsenal played the same way they did tonight against Forest, Man United will score and Bruno Fernandes will get a return. Like, I'll straight up say that. I was not impressed by Arsenal tonight at all. They play midweek in the Champions League. You would imagine Arteta probably rotates for the Champions League game, considering they're quite comfortable in the top 8. But in fairness, he benched Saka tonight. So, like, you would have thought that of all the games to bench Saka for, it would have been the Champions League. It makes no sense what he's doing. Like,
I don't know what he's doing, bro. Arteta is such a fraud, bro. He's such a fraud. The only reason he's winning this league is because of the players.
Fuck him off.
Let's move on. Let's move on to have a look. He's been on the last 2 shows, but the podcast ghost. It's your next target, Darius, in the podcast league. He's on 17 points, so he's bottom of the pile. Pickford still to play. Robinson 2, Collins 1, Timber 5, Wilson 2, Foden 1, Gordon, Tavernier still to play. Thiago 2, Watkins still to play. Haaland captain 4. It's not having a good game week, is he? But he's got.
I don't know. He's still got 5 left. 5.
1,
4.
2, 3, 4.
4, I believe, Trig.
Is it 4? 1, 2, 4.
They're decent, though. They're decent. Watkins, Gordon, and Tavernier. So he's about 20 points.
Watkins.
Yeah, I think
if you take out the penalty share, if you take out Kanji's penalty share, which he froths over, I reckon it's not looking that good. Like, if you look at that team, like, if you take out penalty share, what are you left with? You're left with like tumbleweeds for a desert town.
Watkins doesn't even have penalties.
Well, Gordon does, and Tavernier. That's what I'm saying, Gary. Are you paying attention up there?
Well, not really when you talk, mate. I'm joking.
Nick, what do you think of the Neto pick? I thought like today was his first good performance in a few games, but I wanted to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan. Too much in and out. Not enough minutes. I'm surprised you like him. Not enough minutes.
No, he's been bad. Like, he's just been bad. But today he played well, you know? One of
Do you
those.
think so? I wasn't impressed with him today.
Okay.
But Brentford were better, to be honest.
Yeah, of course. Bro, they should have scored. They had so many chances, bro.
How did Schade not score? Crazy.
Okay, let's finish off by having a look at the players that can hurt us tomorrow.
Wait, this is like a side thing, but do you remember Roberto wanted to take a hit this week, right? You guys were potting with him last week and he was thinking about a hit. And I was in the chat thinking, Roberto, take the hit so I can finally jump above you. But I don't remember his moves.
Take the hit.
I don't
we were
remember
telling
his
him not
moves.
to do it. We were telling him not to, weren't we? So I don't know who he was going to get. I can't remember.
Review and analytics just killing Roberto's vibe. He got convinced by the devil, and the devil.
He doesn't use analytics, mate.
He doesn't use it.
He does what you look at.
He got convinced by the analytics fools, Trig and Gary, and got sucked in by the devil with the poisonous apple and got spat out like he deserved with not taking a hit.
He actually was on Tavernier like 2 weeks ago. Like, he was on Tavernier way early.
Who's that there, Gary?
This is Roberto, man. I'm trying to see what transfer he made.
He's got good
By the way.
ranks, hasn't he? But what's his history?
We'll go back in a minute. He got Timber in and Chow out.
3 points. Good work.
Look at his game history. He's got
Hopefully 3 points.
Yeah, he's got good ranks. 100,000,
Yeah,
70,000, 18,000, 100,000, 200,000. Better than Darius's.
5K last year, Gary.
Yeah, I know.
Wow,
I
that's
noticed
ridiculous.
earlier on when I was watching D-Unit stream, he's got last week's rank in his new ticker. No mention of this year's rank, though. I didn't point that out in the chat.
It'll be in there in a couple of weeks, Gary. Once I hit the top million, it'll be in there, baby. Don't you worry about it.
Let's go back to the teams that can hurt us tomorrow. So players that can hurt us tomorrow. So the players I own, well, for you, Trig, yeah. Only read out players that are 10% or more. We've got, there's not many, really, is there? Watkins,
Points to catch
Bruno
me
G.
out.
Bruno G.
Fortemada, 10%. Let's go to the bottom here. Bruno G, what's he on? Bruno G, 43%. Rodgers, 52%. Chow, 17. Watkins, 13. Cash, Tarkowski. I mean, as long as Rodgers and Bruno G don't do anything for people who don't own them, I don't think there's that many. Do you agree?
Gordon maybe could do a bit of damage, couldn't he? Chow.
Yeah, but where is he? He's only 10% though, Trig.
Yeah, but a lot of the engaged people have got these players there, haven't they?
Yeah, but this is around my rank, so this is not
Okay.
effective ownership across the whole game.
So Rodgers and Bruno G. That's it. I mean, that's the main two. That's it.
I'm coming.
Yeah.
I'm coming.
If they blank, I think people who don't own them should probably be okay.
Yeah, you know what?
But-
We've had like some normalization, right? We had the Harry Wilsons of the world who have been so lucky they finally blanked. You had Kelleher's of the world that have been so lucky they finally blanked. It's now Bruno G's time. Sorry, Nightmare.
Well, there was a comment in the chat. I should have brought it up.
Yeah,
See
about his
one.
away. He played the wrong one. I said that in that show the other day. He's supposed
I
to be in
reckon
home and
Bruno's
away
gonna get
rotation.
I reckon he gets
It was
benched
done-
tomorrow.
It was
And
done
he
the
comes off the bench and
Nightmare
scores.
bench. Yeah, Nightmare bench, the home
Wow.
player in his home. It's probably. I mean, to be fair, who would you play out of Bruno G against Wolves? And
Come on, Bruno G is gonna be playing there, obviously.
I would have played. But
But he's gonna be kicking himself because he's been talking about this home rotation for so long.
He has, yeah, he has. Okay. Yeah, those are the fixtures for tomorrow. Any thoughts, lads? It's a Monday night game. I hate it when there's Monday night games because when I do my members videos, they've not happened yet. But do you reckon Wolves can get something against Newcastle? Kanji?
Yeah, beat them.
Yeah, like I expect Wolves to score just because Newcastle have been so poor defensively. But
No, yeah,
realistically, I expect a 2-0. But like given how poor Newcastle have been, and because I own Lewis Hall, it's gonna be 2-1.
You're really high on Wolves at the minute, Craig, aren't you?
Yeah, they're a good team. I think Wolves will win that one. Seriously, I'm not joking. I do think they'll win it.
Yeah. What do you
I hope
reckon
they
to
win
Villa Everton, Darius?
To be honest, of all the games tomorrow, like I feel like Wolves Newcastle will be a very interesting game. I feel like Wolves will give. I think Wolves score against Newcastle, but I actually think that Eddie Howe might actually bench Bruno G, but I reckon it's going to go that pear-shaped. He's going to bring Bruno G off the bench, and Bruno G will provide the magic to get the win. And I don't want to call it, but I'm going to call it. Bart Simpson, after Sanchez's 11 points today, I've given him a private call and said, can you please give away a penalty to Bournemouth and save the Tavernier penalty? So Tavernier gets 0 points and the D-Unit gets like, I don't know how much a penalty save is in a clean sheet, whatever it is. But like Bart Simpson basically said, yeah, I got you, bro. So I'm hoping that he can deliver the goods on Monday Night Football to make me not feel so bad about benching Sanchez's 11 points.
Do you know what I heard? Dominic Szoboszlai was in great confidence. He was in great form. And then he watched one of your streams. It's just been going through his head every time, particularly when he took the penalty today. Dirty Dom's rubbish. Dirty Dom's rubbish. You ruined him for us, Darius. You ruined him for us.
I love it. I love it. He couldn't handle the heat. Someone must have clipped up the D-Unit just going to town on him when Kanji was building him up and sent it to him, and Dirty's watched it and going, oh my God, we've not had a penalty in like 19 weeks. I need to score this. He probably had that going through his head as he lined up to take it. And as soon as he hit it, he goes, fuck, the D-Unit's on.
Dom is such a teacher's pet because like he made the mistake last game. I think Nick was calling it out. Remember, it's like he's the one that gave the goal away I remember, was it last game in the cup or was it in the league, whatever it was?
FA Cup,
right? So FA Cup, he made the mistake, and now again missed the pen. But he's gonna start. The coach just loves the player. It's nuts. If anyone deserves the benching for the next game, it's probably him.
Yeah, it's like Cunha. He's been shit. Just bench him. Like just grow some balls slot and just put him where he firmly belongs, on the bench. That way he doesn't get 0 points. He'll get 1 when he comes off the bench. Hallelujah.
If he does watch this stream, he's probably gonna have to have counselling and like PTSD therapy. Craig, any thoughts on Villa or Brighton games?
No, none really. Just to hope none of the popular assets get any points. Got Tarkowski on my bench, so he's a worry. Yeah, 1 each, hopefully, with both of them. Random goal scorers. Own goals.
Tavernier.
Tarkowski own goal would be nice.
And Senesi.
Lads, let's wrap up. We've been going for an hour and 40. Craig, where can we find you, mate? And I believe you've released a video recently.
Trig Talks FPL. I rushed a video out just before this show, and there was something wrong with it because everyone said the sound was no good, and you could hear the actual football. So I got told off by YouTube for monetization and shit. So I've had to delete that one. So I might do another one in a minute if I can be bothered.
How is the Content Creator League looking? Are people similar to you, or are they better than you?
This week nobody's done well. I mean, I think Wag captained Szoboszlai. Of course, he doesn't own any Man City players, but still only got 27 points. So like, nobody hardly's got any points this week. I think FPL General was doing the best because he captained Wirtz.
It's just bloody D-Unit, bro.
Maybe
That's it.
D-Unit. I should be in that fucking league. I tell you what, baby. I create better content than those shitheads.
Darius, you doing any? Where can we find you, mate? You're doing some watch-alongs tomorrow, and you're. I mean, we've just hit 2,000 subscribers. You're getting up towards 10.
Yeah, we just hit 9,000, I think, during the deadline stream, which was quite nice.
Congratulations, mate. Congratulations.
Thank you. Just probably watching football tomorrow. Don't know if we're doing watch-alongs tomorrow, but yeah, it's been fun. Love it. Loving life.
Yeah,
Catch
and
me at
correction
FPL
for
if you don't want to watch review picks, if you don't watch Solio analytics picks, come and watch my channel. We specialize in anti-rubbish. We don't sell you down a garden path with dirty shit at the back of it. We sell you down a path with roses, and you can smell them at the end. Gabriel Captain, hello, how you going?
And
it's not
sorry, Kanji.
It's not a dirty 2-point dom. It's dirty 1.75-point dom now.
You better believe it, Kanji. You own it, baby. You own it.
Yeah, if you want
sitting there going, why the fuck did I bring him in, Kanji? You sold it to me. That's the problem. Gary got Kanji on as a permanent host, and Kanji literally sold Gary the dream. What he got delivered though was the FPL nightmare. That's what he got delivered.
Like, we know what that said. Like, there are so many people that I talk to about FPL. Like, all my closest friends, like I've sold, like they all own Dom with me. Like, I'm not the only one. So a lot of people are so disappointed this week. Yeah,
Except
Liverpool supporters as well. Like, yeah.
That's probably why, then, isn't it?
So,
yeah, I do highly recommend subscribing to Darius' channel if you want to watch alongs where half of them he spends talking about my team. Kanji, where can we find you, mate?
You can find me on Twitter at Kanji FPL. I'm really glad that I joined the stream today. I'm just glad it all worked out. It's like God's plan, got the Wi-Fi. Like, it's just crazy, and happy to be back, and just annoyed with Szoboszlai. Hopefully it improves over the next few weeks, and good luck to everyone else on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday for football.
And Kanji, you're more than welcome. At the minute, the podcast this week is me, Trig and D-Unit. We haven't got a fourth person yet, so if you can make it, you're
Perfect. Yeah, I'll keep you updated on my schedule. Yeah.
cool. Yeah, so please do hit the like button. Please do subscribe. Please join us for the lock-in podcast at 6 o'clock on Wednesday, where it'll be me, Nick, Darius, and possibly Kanji. And see you next time.
All right. See ya.
Great hours, everyone.